Are you one of the millions of Social Security beneficiaries that received a smaller benefit check in February or in March and wondering, why did this happen? And is this going to continue? Or why am I getting smaller benefits than I anticipated and what I thought was actually going to be arriving? This is a really good question, and unfortunately, something that beneficiaries have been experiencing just in the first few months of 2026. And what do I want to address for you here in this video? And I also do have this article right here. I'm going to pop this up in just a second so you can see and read for yourself exactly what this is talking about. This points out a handful of different reasons in which benefit checks have been reduced in the first few months of 2026. And again, this is not good. Beneficiaries need literally every single dollar that they can get right now, especially during this year of affordability. Yeah, it's the year of affordability, and unfortunately, it is definitely not affordable out there, especially for low income, especially for Social Security beneficiaries. So let's pop this article up right here, right now. Let's talk through the details on this. All right, so first off, there's multiple different reasons why. Let's talk through a handful of those reasons in which beneficiaries may have received a smaller Social Security benefit check or may receive a smaller benefit check in the coming months here. Reason number one would be the Medicare Part B premium increase for 2026. Now, if you've been watching the videos here on the channel for a while now, you've certainly heard me talk about this many times over the last several months. The Part B premium went up by 9.6% or $17.90, and again, eating away the majority of the COLA for the vast majority of people. So that's, again, not a new one. I mean, obviously, you've heard me talk about that many, many times over the last several months here, okay? Now, that's one reason. Now, reason number two could be is if somebody has adjusted their federal tax withholdings for their Social Security benefits. So, yes, this is a real thing, which seems super weird because you paid a ton of taxes into Social Security through payroll taxes when you were working basically your entire life. Now that you're a beneficiary, you may also be seeing reductions out of your benefit check in federal tax withholdings again, which seems really weird. And yes, that is what they call double taxation. But yes, this could be an adjustment to your benefit here if you adjusted your withholdings or whatever it happened to be. I don't anticipate that's going to be the case for many people in this community, but I'm just saying it could be the situation and why some people would see a reduction to their monthly benefit. Now, another reason could be potential overpayments. Now, I would anticipate you're very aware of this. If you had an overpayment at some point, Social Security certainly would have sent you an overpayment letter. They would have given you plenty of options to resolve that. But if you had an overpayment letter at some point and you did not resolve it, as in, there's plenty of different options that you can potentially resolve that, they would automatically start reducing your benefit check. Now, in this article, they say a 10% reduction. No, that's just for SSI beneficiaries is a 10% reduction. Everybody else gets a 50% reduction. Now, what's interesting about that is about a year ago, in early 2025, they actually increased the reduction to 100%. Do you remember we talking about this about a year ago? It was nuts, right? And then they came back shortly thereafter and said, oh, no, let's not do 100%. Let's reduce it to a 50% reduction. It's still 50%. So if you got an overpayment letter, if you did not come up with a solution with Social Security to resolve that, they would automatically start reducing your benefits by 50%. That's not just a few dollars. That's just not a couple $100. That's going to be a lot of money for a lot of people. So you would certainly notice a 50% reduction in your benefit if that were to happen. Well, if you happen to get an overpayment letter, and this happens to be your case, just be aware you're going to see that 50% reduction if you do not resolve that. And again, remember, a very, very, very small percentage of people actually get overpayment letters. So again, it's not going to be everybody. I'm not trying to scare anybody whatsoever at all. I'm just saying that could be one of the options, okay? Now, next could be if you happen to be somebody that's on Medicare and you're also receiving Social Security, if you happen to recently have changed your Medicare Part D plan, or you changed your Medicare Advantage plan, any premiums for these may automatically be taken out of your Social Security benefit check, and therefore you may have that adjustment coming now if you just recently changed one of your plans here. And if you just recently changed, again, at the beginning of the month, remember, Medicare is always dated to the first of the month So whatever changes you make in the previous month or whatever happens to be, any changes would go into effect the first day of the following month when it comes to Medicare, okay? A lot of people don't realize that, but Medicare and associated Medicare plans are always dated the first of the month, okay? So if you make any changes to your plan, those accompanying changes are always going to go into effect the first day of the following month, if that makes sense, right? So anyway, this could be one of those, is if you recently changed your Part D plan or your Medicare Advantage plan, and any associated premiums with that, again, would be hitting benefit checks and potentially reducing them, and again, catching beneficiaries off guard. Now, I'm going to throw something out. I've mentioned this, I don't know, 100 times over the last, couple years here. I'm just going to throw this out there, but it is a really nice, handy tool. You definitely do not need to do this. It's not required. It's totally optional. I'm just saying it is a nice thing to have, which is access to your account through the Social Security website or through your My Social Security account. Again, through the Social Security website. You do not need to sign up for this. I'm just saying it is a really nice, handy tool. Honestly, it's pretty nice to have, because if you have any questions on like, hey, why is my payment this? What happened here? You will get some kind of alert, you will get some kind of notification and message within your My Social Security account. You can log in and see like, hey, what's going on? Is there anything going on? Did I get an overpayment letter? It'll say it very loud and clear right there on your My Social Security account. Now, if you've been watching the videos on the channel for a while now, last year in August of 2025, I think it was August 8th. I could be off by a day or two. I think it was August 8th. I got an overpayment letter. I told you the story on this, okay? August of last year, I got an overpayment letter from Social Security. So my point being is that when I got the letter, I opened it, and I had my wife read it to me, because many of you in this community know I'm blind, can't see it. Anyway, I had my wife read it to me, and it was an overpayment letter. And I was like, that sounds very weird. I don't even know if this is real. This doesn't seem authentic. I don't know. I don't trust it. I went onto my Social Security account because I wanted to see. I logged into my Social Security account on the Social Security website to authenticate, like, hey, is there a record of it here? Logged in. Sure enough, there it was, right on the main old page. We've overpaid you. And they're like, we're demanding this and that, and, pay your bill here and all this stuff. And it's like, okay, I guess I trust the letter now because, I saw it right there on my Social Security account. So my point is, it's a nice, handy tool to have. You can get your Social Security statement on there. You can upload documents. You can get access to a digital Social Security card. You can do all kinds. You can request a new Social Security card if you need to. You can get tax documents. I mean, all kinds of things you can do right there through your My Social Security account. And again, I'm not trying to sell you on a Social Security account. It does not matter to me whatsoever. I'm just saying it's actually a really nice, handy tool to have. If you ever have any issues or if you have any questions, things like that, or if you ever need official documentation of like receiving benefits, of an award letter, tax documentation, anything like that, it is a really nice thing. You can just log in there and get all that access, okay? So anyway, point being is that if you were to see any kind of reduction to your benefit, you could just log on there and just check it out and be like, hey, like what's going on? Why am I seeing this? Where's the reduction coming from? And if you still have questions at that point, then obviously you can call Social Security and connect with an agent and be like, yo, what's going on here? Why am I seeing this issue within my benefit, and why did I see a reduction? That makes sense? Anyway, I just want to point out some of those common reasons in which beneficiaries are seeing reductions to their benefit, and also remember this much as well. And I point this out, and again, I know this is very obvious, but the payment schedule is also a big key factor that disrupts the distribution of payments every month, right? In fact, January, February, and March have been weird so far this year, because the first day of the month has landed on either a holiday or a weekend for the first 3 months of the year so far. January, February, and March, the first day of the month has landed on a weekend or a holiday. Again, completely disrupting the distribution of benefit checks for a lot of people. So like in March, for example, SSI beneficiaries get no checks in the month of March. You probably already know this, but SSI does not get a single payment in the month of March. But you got your March payment that would have arrived the first of the month on February, 27th, right? So anyway, you already know that. I'm just saying it's been disrupted quite a bit. So hope this helped you out. Again, as always, please consider subscribing. Big subscribe button down below. Please share the video. Big share button down below as well. Otherwise, drop your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. Thanks so much for being here. I really do appreciate all of you. Thank you so much again. If you're, wondering why I'm wearing sunglasses, I've mentioned this a few times in videos. Many of you know this. I'm blind. My eyes are very sensitive to light, and I've just been really struggling with the light sensitivity lately. So This is not going to be the norm. I hope not going to be the norm going forward. I just really need some relief and a little reprieve from the lights here. My eyes are just really freaking out and burning lately, so I just need to slip these on when I can to just give a little bit of relief. So anyway, I appreciate you understanding. Again, please subscribe, please share the video, leave your comments down below. Check out the well over 6,000 videos here on the channel in the video library. Otherwise, until next time, have a nice day. Thanks again for watching this. Have a good one, and I'll catch you again later.